Hello everyone, welcome back. It's World Coin Hunt Day today. If you're new to my channel, you're very welcome. I normally do 50p hunts, World Coin hunts, and a few other bits and bobs thrown in between. Now we're going to be going from the tub today rather than what's left in the donation bag that was sent in by one of my subscribers. I'll be finishing that bag off probably in the next World Coin Hunt video. Just to recap on some previous bits and bobs, I did a £1 coin hunt not so long ago, and I said I'd give you guys an update on what I found. Well, there's nothing extra special as such, but I found 6 lefties. So where you've got your little hologram type security logo at the bottom under the Queen's neck, when you lift it up, that milled edge normally is to the right. You get a handful every so often where they are to the left, and therefore called lefties. Well, I managed to get 6, so my tally count now is 8, and they're all currently 2016. I've not found any others from any other year yet, but I'm still looking, so there's always time. The other thing I want to bring up before we get stuck into the coins, if you do like my videos, please consider clicking the like button. I'm not saying that just because that's what everybody says. I'm asking because it really will help the channel. Now, I've been going very nearly 2 years, and it's got to the point where, yes, I've nearly hit 2,000 subs, which is brilliant. However, views are not backing that up. So if you do like a video, please consider liking it, maybe leave a comment. Either of those helps, but above all, please consider clicking the share button. Get me out there to all the others. It really will help boost the channel. Right, okay, apologies for having to say that. I didn't want to have to say it, but it's got to the stage where views just don't seem to be reflecting the output that I'm trying to give to the channel. There's a lot of work involved, a lot of time involved, and it could be that I'll end up doing fewer videos. Rather than one every other day, it might be 2, maybe 3 at best a week. Right, less of the horrible boring stuff done. Let's get the coins out of the way, give it a bit of a mix. Let's zoom in a little bit as well, actually. As you can see, glorious sunshine today here in sunny South Bristol. Give that a mix. Let's see what we can come out with and get stuck into. Here we go, first one out of the tub then, Chile. Oh, upside down. 1974, 10 escudos. Don't think we've seen this one before, so that's a nice new one. We've seen Chile, but not the actual coin. This is going to be a pain, isn't it, with this shade. Hopefully the sun will go round anyway. $10 somethings, 1900. Liberté Égalité around the edge. Yeah, it's going to be 10 centimes. Yeah, there's Marianne. 10 centimes, 1900 from France. We've seen a couple of these, but I don't think we've seen a 1900. We've seen a few 1800 and some 1890s, and a few, I think, upwards of early First World War, I want to say. Oh, here we are, France again. Much more up to date. 20 centimes, 1982. And there she is facing the other way. Yeah, very common, these. We do see them. Now what hopefully we will be pulling out at some stage are some of the ones from the bag that I've thrown in, that we've gone through on the contributors bag recently. I threw in over half a bag. It is probably 1.5 kilos of coins, which is why the tub is still full. One Deutschmark, I can't work out that year, 1953 I think. That looks, because it's aluminium, I'm going to say that's East Germany. Yep, East Germany. Don't get many East German coins. I've seen a few dotted around, but not anywhere near as common as the West German stuff. It's always nice to get. Start a few year runs going. Where are we? Nope, that way up. That's better. Czechoslovakia. No. Yes. Czechoslovenska Socialistica. And the year 1983, yeah, so that's Czechoslovakia. And that's 5 Czech korunas. It's very Soviet imagery. He's got all the building materials, framework for cranes, that sort of thing, plus the Soviet star. Yeah. Czechoslovakia. We've had 1 or 2 of these in the past as well. Again, it's the sort of thing you can get a few of, and you hope you can start a nice little year run going. Because the bag itself, we've gone through it and we've seen quite a few where there's a lot of similar looking coins, different years. So maybe might be worth doing an extra dig. 1954, South Africa, 1 penny. So on that basis, that should have the Queen's face on the front. Yep, there we go. 1954. Yeah. Don't think we've come across many from the 1950s. We've had some from the 1960s, right up to the point of independence. But that's a nice one to get. Belgium, 20 francs. What's that date? 1980. And that is... I'm gonna insult the Belgians now. Is that Albert? One of the Alberts? Albert II, is it? Probably not. 1980. Could well be. But yeah, that's Belgium. 20 francs. Oh, one of my favourite little regions to try and get year runs going. East Africa. 10 cents, 1956. There's no mint mark on it. Sometimes with these you get mint marks just below where it says 10 cents. Sometimes it's underneath the hole, underneath the circle there. There's nothing there, but that's 10 cents. East Africa, which then became Kenya and 1 or 2 other surrounding areas. 1956. I think I've already got that one in my own set actually. I'll have to double check. Actually, there's another one I've just seen there. What's that one? Ooh, earlier one again. But this one I've just pulled. There we go. Oh, even earlier. George V. Nice little square coins. I'm going to say that is probably India. Nope, not far off though. Straits Settlements, 1920. I think that was one of the early names for the likes of, I want to say Malaya and the surrounding islands. 1920, 1 cent. Ah, okay. Well, I think we've seen one of these in the past as well, but it's been a while. I do like some of these old coins. Some of them are very basic in what they give you information wise, but it's all you need really for a coin. You don't need all the over the top design sort of work in the background and everything, but this still interests me because it's an unusual shape. And that's me being coinist. Coins should be round. Ooh. Oh, One Lilangeni, 1986. That, I think, is Swaziland. These are about the same size as an old round pound. Same sort of thickness as well. Yep, Swaziland. There we go. One Lilangeni. We've had a couple of these, and I think they've all been 1986. So it may be that they brought out a load just for the 1 year. £20, 1980, Luxembourg. Yeah, it's our mustachioed friend again, the Grand Duke. We've seen him a couple of times recently. But, yeah, there we go. I often look at the back of these and I think to myself, oh yeah, that's a Belgian. Nah, I fall for it every time. Here we are. Jean, Grand Duke, Luxembourg. Excellent. We don't get enough of those, unfortunately, to be able to make a decent year run. Luxembourg coins are few and far between. It's a small country anyway, so you would expect it. Cinco pesetas. Ooh. Okay, we've got 2 stars on this one, so this is Spanish. You've got 19 in that first star, and you've got a date, another year in that one. That's the actual year of issue. I can't quite work it out. What have we got on the front? 1949, that's Franco. So as I've said in quite a few of my previous videos, what you will find is they will have one particular year and a design, and on the reverse, identical design to all the other reverses, except the mintage year is in that second star. So what I'll do is have a look at that when I go through the editing, and by now you would have seen it in on the side what year it actually is. But it's not 1949 unless it's utter coincidence that there's a 49 in that star. There you go, 5 pesetas from Spain. United Arab Emirates. Oh, this is it 1 dirham? I think it's a dirham. And there you got your Arabic dates. That's a 1, a 9, an 8 and an 8, so that's 1988 in the Western year, and that's a 1, a 4, a 0 and an 8, so 1408 in the Arabic year. But yeah, 1 dirham, United Arab Emirates. $1924, oh nice early one. Denmark. 25 ore. Yeah, we've seen one of these very recently actually, because I did say then at that point it's this always reminds me of the character from the horror movies called Saw with his little swirly cheeks. Yeah, Denmark, 1924, 25 ore. Excellent stuff. Seychelles, 1982. With the way the weather's going, that's where I'd like to be. 1 rupee. Is that some sort of it's like a conch shell or something? I think there's a crab sticking out on the side there. So 1982, Seychelles, 1 rupee. Aha, Irish harp, so that's Ireland's era, 1935, 1 Bingen. Yeah, these are fairly common. It's nice to get hold of a few of these. If you get hold of a bag of them on eBay, they usually pay a heck of a lot for them. You're better off sometimes just getting mixed bags of world coins and having a lucky dip, see which Irish ones you get, and see what other countries on top of that. But yeah, nice little addition, that one. So that's a Pigeon from Ireland, 1935. Let's see if I can grab some small ones down the side. That'll do. Ooh, shiny. That's our friend from New Zealand, 20 cents. New Zealand, 2006. Yeah, we've had a few of these. I'm not sure if these are still in circulation over there, but there's quite a few appearing in mixed bundles. It's always nice to get. Try and get another one down the side. That's it. That'll do. That's a small one. Focus. Oh, is that I want to say Bulgaria. Yeah, Bulgaria. Sure, it tends to stinky. 1999. I've had a few of these in the past, and I've looked at the name like I never quite remember who it is. It's not until I see Stinky on the back, all in Cyrillic looking writing, I tend to remember. But that's a nice one to get. My parents went there back in, must have been back in the 90s, and it was for a holiday. And it's really, really weird. The beaches were still segregated between communist members and non-communist and tourists. That looks Greek to me. Yeah, 100 drachma, 1992. Yeah, fairly common these. You get all the different years over time, the different designs on the back for the same value, and you get different Greek characters as well from throughout history, the Greek legend, that sort of thing. There we go, 100 drachma. Try another one down the side. That'll do. 1944, there's a picture of a wren on it and it says farthing. So that's the UK. Farthing being a quarter of a penny. Alright, 1944 farthing. Yep, George the 6th. So that all follows with the year as well. So that's a wartime coin. So be interesting to have known what this coin was up to in 44 and 45. Might have just been in somebody's purse, a soldier's pocket, or just dropped in the street. You never know. Wartime stuff always makes me wonder if only they could speak. What are we on? That's 20. Doing well. Oh, hello. I think this is another Greek one. Yeah, that's 1 drachma, 1926, that one. We've had a few of these in the past. There was a range of coins in the 20s. You had, I think it was a 1, 2 and a 5 drachma. There might have been a 10. But I've seen the 1 and the 2, I'm sure I've seen the 2, where it's actually written in Greek rather than in Latin, in Western, shall we say. Yeah, quite worn actually, this one. Yeah, so that's 1 drachma from Greece, 1926. Ooh, that's a big number 5. Mauritius, 5 cents, 1971. Now, was that around the time when the Queen was still on their coinage? I think it was. Yep. Yeah, I can't remember when it was the Queen came off of their coins, but yeah, 71 definitely. Got a nice little bit of toning, bluey toning on around the edge and just on the centre there. I do like that in copper coins. 1971 Mauritius, 5 cents. Oh, here we go. Recognise this chap. We haven't seen one of these in a while. 5 francs, 1971 from France. Yeah, there we go. Republique Française. Very, very common. This is probably in the bag that we've gone through from the donation, where I've just thrown the whole lot, or bulk of it at least, straight into the tub. So yeah, 5 francs, 1971 from France. An ever popular face, shall we say. In fact, there's another one there. Is that 1970? Put that one back in the tub for another day. Right, what have we got? 2 rupees, 1995. Is that Sri Lanka? Ah, nice one. Don't think we've had a Sri Lankan one for a while. Oh, that looks fancy. 1945, 1995. I'm guessing that is, yeah, food for all. That's a commemorative one. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been the independence of Ceylon, which is now Sri Lanka. Yeah, and it says the word anniversary on there as well. The rest of it is in, I will say, Sri Lankan, and I cannot read that for love nor money. Got a job with Cyrillic. But there we go. Sri Lanka, 2 rupees, 1995. So what's that? Go on, one more. Let's have a look in the tub, actually, see what we've got. Anything of interest. South Arabia. We've had South Arabia in the last couple of hunts. What's that one? Ah, here we go. One we don't see that often in a hunt. British UK issued sixpence, 1967, with the Queen on the front. Yeah, there's no silver in these. These are literally just cupro nickel. Very, very common indeed. In fact, most of the stuff with the Queen's face on from 53 through to 67, there's only 1 or 2 coins and 1 or 2 years with each of those coins that are very collectible. All the rest, yeah, you can dip your hand into a mixed bag of British and have a almost full run of some of these coins. So there you go, sixpence, UK, 1967. I feel that's a bit of a cop out, that one. Let's have a look for another one, shall we? What else have we got? Austria, another 20 centimes there as well. What's that? Ooh. Belgium, 1902. 10 centimes. There we go. That's the last one for the main pull. 1902. Belgium, 10 centimes. Excellent stuff. Just get this out of the way, get some sunshine on the coinage. That's better. You can actually see what we're looking at now. If I move that there, oh, even better. So, pick of the week. Ah, you know me. I like my shinies. We've seen that one before. And I like my old stuff as well. So we've got a 1926, got a 1902, we've got a 1900. But as I said before, I do like my wartime stuff, so I think I will stick with the farthing. 1944 UK GB farthing. That's by pick of the week. If you've got a pick of the week out of this little lot, chuck it into the chat, into the comments. As I know a few of you do like to say which ones is your favourite, so go ahead, let us all know. It's always interesting. Everyone's got a slightly different take on why they pick their favourite. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please consider that like and that share button, as I asked at the beginning. That would be very helpful indeed. Leave a comment if you haven't subscribed. If you do enjoy this sort of video, there's not many of us that actually do world coin hunts. Subscribe, that way you know what's going on when I release them. I try to do at least one a week of these, as well as the 50p's and any other reviews, sometimes silver, sometimes £5 coins. But until the next time folks, stay safe and I'll see you then. Cheers all.